Hi, my name is Haley Allen and I will be presenting on language discrimination. Language discrimination refers to the unfair treatment of an individual based solely upon the characteristics of their speech, such as an accent, size of vocabulary, and syntax. Language discrimination comes from the dominant ideology in the United States that there is a correct way to speak English versus an incorrect way. This ideology is upheld through groups and institutions of power. To maintain this power, there is stigma and prejudice associated with how someone speaks that signals their class, race, nationality, sexuality, gender, or education level. Examples of language discrimination can be seen in the education system, job market, justice system, and the housing market. In reality, there is no standard language or non-accent. Every language has variations and we all have an accent. However, the ingrained social construct of Standard American English, or SAE, is commonly defined as the language of the educated. This leads to major impacts on students who do not speak SAE or are learning English, as most classrooms have a prescriptive view of English, meaning there is a correct way to speak and variation will be corrected. This is not always done by the teachers, as students love to judge odd pronunciations or become grammar police. This means students are taking in information about their own language, the language of the teacher or people with power. Public policies that discriminate against language diversity have always existed in schools, from Indian boarding schools where Native American language was forbidden to teaching English-only styles for non-English speakers. These policies and rhetoric are rooted in historical racism and the white supremacy culture in the United States. Another type of language discrimination I want to highlight is African American Vernacular English, or AAVE. This variation of English is spoken by 80 to 90% of Black people in some form from all socioeconomic backgrounds. When a student who speaks AAVE enters school, they are told they must change the way they speak in order to succeed both in the classroom and in life. AAVE is stereotyped as uneducated and lazy. However, it is a completely viable language with grammar and syntax rules of its own. Although linguists are aware of this, the dominant white society is unaccepting and extremely discriminatory towards speakers of AAVE. This discrimination enforces assimilation to SAE or some form of code switching in order to survive outside of the Black community.